okay. Mm-mm-mm. So many reasons why you cannot do what you need to do. And this is okay. This is fine. So many reasons why you cannot do what you need to do. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to this live. Welcome. Bright. Let's make it this. It's cool. Hello. Let's have some. Welcome to this live. Who is awake? Where are my people? Welcome. Yes, you're welcome. Hello, Rami Chetri. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to this live. How this lighting is okay. Let's see how much. Welcome, bracelets. Rami Chetri, thank you for joining in. Welcome, everyone. Okay, thank you. Please let me know where you are joining from. Where are you joining this live from? Hello. I believe you can hear me. Welcome, everyone. Let me know where you are joining, watching from. You can cite you, bracelets. Bracelet says hello. Hello, bracelets. Yes, some upload. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Let me know if I'm audible and if my video is also good. Yes, I think it's better. Thank you for joining in. Okay. Welcome to this live. Where are you watching from? Okay, seems to be better. Where are you watching from? Let's adjust a bit. Adjust. Yeah, I think it's better this way. I believe it's better now. Sometimes there are some reasons why you are not able to do what. Thank you for the feedback. Reasons why one is not able to do what one should be doing. Okay. Sometimes it's not just about others, it's sometimes about what is going on the inside of you, talking about your thought pattern, talking about your genetic makeup, environmental influences, social factors, even financial factor. Okay, so we're looking at mental resilience. Let's chat about our mental health. How important is this? Very important. Thank you, Rami Chetri. Thank you. Jackson Arojo, welcome. Good evening on that side. It's a good morning from here. Jackson, where are you watching from? Where are you joining this live from? Thank you for joining my live. I hope my audio is good. Please confirm that my audio is good. You're welcome, Jackson. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for engaging. Please, where are you watching from? Where are you joining us from? Kindly drop in the chat, Jackson. Where are you watching from? It's important to note that mental health problems are problems affecting billions of people all over the world. There's no discrimination, no sex discrimination, no race discrimination, no financial power discrimination. Okay, because there are different factors. Okay, Jackson, Brazilian. Wow, thank you for joining this live. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining in this discussion. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, our mental health is a very important aspect, component of our health overall. And according to the World Health Organization, health is defined as a complete state of physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It's that state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Okay, so if you're talking about being a complete person, being a complete individual, that means you are not only looking at your physical fitness or health. Okay, Jackson, you look, your DP looks like someone that is engaged in, I don't know, okay, I don't know, is this male or female? You can see the display seems it's showing a male, female. Okay, kindly confirm. So, sometimes we do well on our physical. Many times people concentrate on the physical fitness, and that is very important. It's a very essential aspect of our lives. Many people are unable to do many things actually because of some of these limitations that they may have in their physical health. Okay, but our health, your health is not just isn't just about how you feel in your body, how strong or how energetic you are, but also connected to your emotions, your thought patterns, your ability to process information. So, and this talking about reasoning, and these are components of your mental health, components of your mental health. So, if you are going to actually be living life fully at your best, you will not neglect this very essential aspect. Okay, there are many reasons, like I said earlier, why you should not be doing what you should be doing. Many reasons to be unhappy, many factors that may even be against your making progress, moving forward, or fulfilling your purpose and then obligations in life. But you have a choice, you have a will. I mean, you can do something about it. Yes, you can do something about it. Doesn't matter what the challenges are or what the challenges have been. You just need to make up your mind that you can get above this situation. Okay, so that's talking about mental resilience. You have that ability that God has given you, okay, to be able to overcome challenges, to be able to come above whatever situation that seems unpleasant to you. Okay. So we need to understand that we have that power. You have that power. You can actually overcome, you can move beyond your current level in life. Hello, Christine Hall. Thank you for joining in, Christine. Christine says, hello. Hi, Christine. Welcome to this live. Kindly let me know where you're joining from. Where are you watching from, Christine? Thank you for joining my live. Yes, United States of America. Now, I usually say this on my live that most, Christine, are you subscribed to the channel? But most audience, greater or greatest percentage actually in the United States. And then sometimes I found out that uh, streaming at this time, and I'm checking the time now, it's 2:35 a.m. in Nigeria, and that should be that should be this should be around 8 p.m., 9 a.m. in the United States, right? Remember you talking to me about mental health? Wow. Oh, okay. Christine, that's interesting. I know the name actually looks familiar, but I can't really remember the last time we talked about mental health. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, so how are you coping, Christine? Christine, what do you do? And if you don't mind, how old are you, Christine? Oh, okay, in a different life. Okay, different life. Okay, okay, okay. You work for the government now. The life you're referring to, did I have a guest? I can remember there was this live that we had on the channel that I had a guest. We had a guest, um, a mental health expert. By the way, I'm a family physician, so I am involved in comprehensive care, continuing care, and interestingly, this Monday, past Monday, was a celebration of World Family Doctor Day, and it was an interesting time, medical outreach and all. Okay, okay. You said Christian says I work for the government, okay, and you say no, no, just you. Okay, so that means I was the only one on that live. Yes, we cannot overemphasize the importance of mental health, right, Christine? We cannot overemphasize the importance of mental health. I mean, apart from the physical that we see, majorly, apart from your spirit, the major part of you that interacts with people every day really is your mental health. That's what you engage many times. You know, talking about sleep, talking about we talk about emotions, whether you are angry or happy or sad. They're all connected. Whether you are excited, it's all connected to your mental health and the ability to process information. Okay, so and there are certain things that happen in life that may place stress or demand on that aspect of your health. Okay, so just as we talk about eating right, taking balanced foods. Oh, thank you for the third like. Thank you so much. Well appreciated. Just trying to be sure this mic is well fixed. Okay, please confirm that the audio is good. Thank you, Christine. If you are just joining in, welcome to this live. We're talking mental health. Let's chat about our mental health. Studies have shown that majority of people with mental health issues actually suffer from depression and anxiety. Okay, so any state that is just different from what is normal, what is expected, in terms of what gives the ability for an individual to be productive in life, to have good great relationships, to be effective in what they do, and generally also affecting the physical life of the individual. whatever it is that disturbs this state of any individual will may lead to mental health disorder. Okay, so stress, any factor, it may be physical factor, it may be financial factor, it may be an emotional factor, relationship, work related, whatever it is that uh, puts a strain or disturbs the equilibrium of an individual is stress. Okay, and that can affect productivity. And so when that happens, the fact is that some people are able to cope. And so you should be able to identify your coping strategies. Okay, what are your coping strategies? Should be able to know and use this strategy appropriately. And if you are able to identify your coping strategies, you are good. I mean, good to handle some stress or stressful situations that may come around you. Okay, but if stress is persistent and you are not able to overcome or handle, get above it, then there is a tendency to actually get into burnout. Okay, which is a state of persistent stress, and at a point where the individual is not able to handle or overcome the challenge. Okay, so whatever the challenge may be, whatever the stress factor may be, don't get into burnout. Okay, and we're looking at how to be resilient, how to allow that ability on the inside of you to be able to cope and overcome situations, circumstances, and challenges. Interestingly, people have different experiences at different times, and when you are able to recognize the fact that your challenge or challenges or experiences are not, even though they may call them peculiar, but they are not just defined or tied to you. What I mean by that is that there are many other people in different parts of the world who have experienced or who are even currently experiencing the challenge or challenges that you are facing. So you must come to that reality that it is something that happens to people all over the world. Okay, and when it happens to you, you shouldn't see it as strange. No matter what it is, no matter what it was that you experienced. Okay, so the ability to actually come back. So developing that ability to bounce back from adversity and to be able to navigate, navigate, and then still make uh, ways for yourself despite these challenges. That strength that comes from within is what is important. What we are talking about now. Okay, so and there are various ways that you can help yourself. Let me know if you are here. If you are just joining in, welcome, welcome. Let's chat. Where are you watching from? Where are you joining this live from? I hope you can hear me. Welcome to my live. So glad to have you here. Christine, are you still there? Jackson, Rami Chetri, Bracelets. Okay, so talking about the things that you need to do to be able to handle, overcome the challenges. Talking about releasing that capacity, that strength from within to be able to overcome challenges that come your way. Okay, there is always an opportunity to get a different experience. But if you don't deal with the challenge, current challenge or challenges, as the case may be, you will not be able to see the opportunities behind those challenges. Okay. Like like they say, there's usually light at the end of the tunnel. So if you're going to have access to that light, then you must be able to navigate the tunnel appropriately. Okay, and you need yourself, you need your own cooperation. You need to allow that strength from within to be able to navigate. You need that to navigate. So you must have call it compassion. Yes, compassion on yourself, self compassion. You must not, even if you have made mistakes, you should not condemn yourself. You should not think of committing suicide like some people uh, may be tempted to do. Okay, so you need to identify the factors that may tilt you to that. So you should love yourself enough to take care of yourself, to ensure that to ensure that you value your life and you are treating yourself well. Okay, so treat yourself with kindness, with understanding. All right, looking at my notes now, especially when you're facing setback, you must be able to allow the problem solving skills. You should develop problem solving skills. You must allow that to take charge of the challenges that you may be facing. Okay, and that's very important. So you should be able to identify solutions. There are many opportunities to learn to navigate challenges, whether at work, at home, wherever, whatever environment it may be. You should be able to find solutions. People have actually experienced whatever it is that you may be experiencing at this time. So you should have that understanding, and then you should, with that understanding, start working, navigating ways to overcome the challenge. Okay, I've said first of all that many people all over the world, in different places at different times, the times may differ, but the challenges are similar. Okay, so don't condemn yourself. I'm just talking to somebody here at this time. I believe you should not condemn yourself. Whatever it is might be maybe the challenge. Okay, whatever the circumstances, don't condemn yourself. Okay, next let me talk about the need to cultivate gratitude. Yes, you should be grateful. You know, one thing that you can be grateful for among many things, first is the gift of life. Okay, some saying like a living dog is better than a dead lion, right? Okay, but you are not a dog, and you can live as strong, in fact, stronger than a lion. Okay, so you should value the life that you have. You should be grateful for it, and you should thank God that you are alive today. Okay, so as long as there is life, there is hope, right? So you should be grateful for the life that you have and the opportunities that you still have ahead of you. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic, mental resilience. Okay, so people are suffering from mental health issues that have not even been diagnosed, and those that are diagnosed are not actually managed appropriately. Okay, but for you to avoid getting to the extreme, for example, of the thoughts of suicide or attempting suicide, then there are some steps that you should be taking, even in your own way. I've started by talking about being compassionate, loving yourself, and then the need to be grateful to God, grateful for the things that you have, for the people that God has blessed you with. When your mind begins to engage with these facts, I mean, it will go a long way. It will go a long way to help you. But when you consistently engage in negative thoughts, in thoughts of, how do I put it? Like, you're telling God you are ungrateful thoughts. You may not say them in your words, but with your thoughts, thinking of how bad the situation is. Of course, the situation will be bad, but it doesn't take away the gift of God, the blessings of God that you have received and that you have currently. Okay, so if you can think well, I mean, you can think well. You can think. If you think well, you can thank well, can appreciate God better. Okay, so when you think about God's provisions, apart from the gift of life, think about His gifts, think about so many things that He has done for you in the past and what He's currently doing. All right. Let me know if you are following. Kindly drop a comment in the chat. Let me know if you are following this discussion. Mental resilience. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. You're welcome to this live. Thank you for joining in. We're talking about our mental health. Mental health. Interestingly, as we celebrated the World Family Doctor Day on the 19th of May, the focus was actually on your physician, I mean, on healthcare providers, how important it is for even the providers to be mentally fit, I mean, mentally resilient, able to cope and get going, becoming more productive is tied to the ability to cope and handle challenges. So you can imagine if your doctor is unable to handle stress or challenges around him or herself, then the the ability to handle even your own situation may be jeopardized, may be limited. Okay, so it's important to know that you're not living for yourself. Okay, just like your doctor is there to help you make diagnosis, treat appropriately with other members of the medical team. Okay, whether as a mother or as a father or even as a friend, you have relationships. You have people that are depending on you. So you cannot afford not to be in the right state of mind, right state of health. What do you think? Okay, so many lives are dependent on you, not just talking about the immediate, there are generations waiting. So you are going to need to understand that sense of purpose that you have, that God has created you for Himself to fulfill purpose is very important. So that consciousness also will help you to be able to handle challenges, knowing that your life isn't just about now, isn't just about here. Your life is more than what it is currently, and it's not just about you. So when you have that understanding, when you have that commitment, that willingness to help others, then you will know that you will know and you will be acting in ways to help yourself to be fit enough to help others. I believe you get that point. Okay, so your doctor can help you as long as he himself or herself is fit mentally. Okay, so this mental health issues or talking about being resilient is important for everyone, irrespective of profession. Okay, irrespective of profession. So if you notice that your doctor, okay, sometimes people don't think about this. Some people don't think about this. That even the man or the woman doctor that is relating with you is also made up of the physical, the mental, of course, the spiritual, which is foundational. But if you look at it that way, you will also know that it is important to care for your physician. Okay, okay, I need to say that. Sometimes, why don't you just check on your doctor? Is it? I think it's important sometimes. Just check, not because you have a complaint, not because you have a symptom that's coming up, but you just want to find out how your physician, how your doctor is doing. Okay, so this is one of the ways to actually uh, show that you are also building that mental strength, even when you have personal challenges, when you're able to help others, when you're able to commit to helping others, you will definitely be rising and riding above situations and circumstances. Okay, so you need to begin to look outside yourself, really. As much as you keep thinking, worrying about yourself, your own things, and all, it will, in a way, limit you and it may get you into more anxious situations and then may even get you depressed. Okay, so you need to look outside of yourself. Very important. Okay, so there's a purpose for your life, and God is committed to helping you fulfill that purpose. Okay, next point is to do enough work when it comes to your physical health. Now you need to understand that even though we say there are different aspects of your health, we're trying to talk about mental health at this time. There is that connectivity, your physical, your spiritual, your mental, your social health. They are all interconnected. Okay, so sometimes you may notice that you're feeling tired easily, fatigue, you losing interest in some things and all. You may even be having pain somewhere in your body. But interestingly, sometimes some of these symptoms are actually related to physical inactivity. Oh, yes, physical inactivity. I'm not talking about, okay, maybe some people live that sedentary lifestyle, working remotely, doing so much with sitting and all. But I'm talking about that aspect, talking about differentiating between when you are doing your normal work, your normal duties, and when you intentionally engage in exercising, physical, a form of physical activity. Okay. Generally it's advised that you do 30 minutes of brisk walking every day, at least 5 times, 5 days in a week. Okay. You can do that brisk walking, you can do skipping, you can do some chair exercises, you can do some stretches, you know so and there are studies that have actually shown that people who engage in physical activities, whether you even enroll in a gym, and people who engage in such activities tend to have better mental states. And the fact is that when you exercise, your heart actually pumps blood and supplies different organs in your body, including your brain. So you're able to, I mean, you're able to even think better. You're able to, your emotions even get better because of the hormones that will be released. You feel good about yourself. Okay, so you need to engage in physical exercises. Very important to support your mental health. You also need to be eating appropriately. Talking about balanced meal intake. You should be eating appropriately. Your vegetables, your fruits. Talking about moderation in starch intake, protein, very important, and of course, water. Okay, so you need to understand that your nutrition is another important factor when it comes to ensuring that you maintain your mental health and for your mental resilience. People who are depressed sometimes lose interest in many things. They may even lose appetite for food. Okay, so if you are not going to get into depression, anxiety, and other mental health conditions, you should note that your nutrition is a key aspect of your mental health. Next, you should prioritize sleep. Sleep is very essential. Okay. I was able to get some hours of sleep earlier. Okay, that's why I'm able to do this at this time. Okay, so it's important to do, on the average, says 8 hours of night sleep is important for you as an adult. Okay, and the sleep should be restorative, should be quality in terms of waking up feeling energized and ready to take the day. This is a very important aspect of your mental health. Have you ever been engaged in work, before that, you just kept at it, trying to solve problems, trying to get something done, and then you decided at a point to take a nap, and waking up you feel energized and get at the same work, and you find out that you're able to get it done even in a shorter period compared to what you would have done if you kept doing that without taking the necessary rest. Okay, so there's so much that you can get, and God has given that provision for us to restore, to sleep. Sleep is very essential. It's an opportunity for your body to reset. Okay, it's an opportunity for your body to reset. All right, let me know how you cope with stress. How do you cope with stress? How do you cope with stress? How do you cope with stress? Okay. And the green screen. Let's see how this fits. Okay. Mental health. Let me see this. Okay. Let's testing this background. Okay. I should leave this for now. All right, so let's move to the next point. We need to understand that our social connections are important in our maintaining or improving our mental health. We are social beings, and God actually created us to relate. Okay, I hope this background isn't affecting the audio. Let me put it off. Is it better without the green screen? Are we good? Okay, so I was talking about the need to build and maintain relationships. We need one another. You need a friend. You need a supportive family. You need community. We need to understand that we need one another. So when you understand that people need you, they need your contribution. Your contribution is needed in life and even in your immediate environment, your relationships. Okay, the same way you need to be able to receive from others. The need to receive from others cannot be overemphasized. Some people know how to give, keep giving, I mean, in different ways. But if you do not learn how to receive, you will be stressed, you'll be burnt out. And you should avoid this. There's a way around it. You can find a way to relate with yourself and relate positively with others. All right. So another way to actually build mental resilience is to engage in relaxation techniques are very important, like deep breathing. It's of advantage. Meditation is of advantage when it comes to handling your mental health. So if you're going to be developing mental resilience, you should engage in relaxation techniques. Learn to take deep breaths, very helpful, and importantly, meditate. As a Christian, you meditate on the Word of God. This will go a long way to help you. Next, you should embrace change. You need to be open to new experiences. You cannot afford to be rigid. You need to be open to new experiences. And I'm sure that you will find many things interesting when you open up to learn from others, to learn new things. It's one very important way to build mental resilience. You should embrace new things, new experiences. You must be able to adjust and adapt. That's one of the ways to be able to handle stress. And finally, on mental resilience, you should seek help. Very important. Don't hesitate to seek for help. Talking about whether for support or for professional services, you should seek help, and you should note that with these approaches that you give into situations, circumstances, challenges around you, you will definitely be overcoming, and then you will be able to develop that resilience that is useful or important in life. I'm sure somebody has gotten some important points, valuable points on developing mental resilience. So I'll just wait for more people that would like to drop comments or chat or engage as much as we can on this live. So thank you, Christine. Christine, thank you for joining in all the way from the United States. Jackson Araujo from Brazil, Ramit Chetri, Bracelets, and everyone who has joined in but yet to drop a comment in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So let me know how you handle stress. How do you cope? How do you handle stress? Okay, so while we are waiting, I have some peanuts here. Yes, pear. So as an adult, as much as possible, even for children, to avoid eating heavy meals at night. You can always take your light meals, or preferably go for fruits. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for showing up. Someone has been coming in, going out, coming in, going out. Thank you so much for joining this live. Closing in a few minutes. So I'll catch up again later. Bye for now.